Hi guys, welcome back. It's August, and I might have to rename this series the most stressful part of my month, because coming up with things is to keep with the same theme of things I'd like to go and see in the world, places, things, animals. I'm kind of clutching at straws here to keep it the same. Is becoming tricky. So this month for August, we've gone with frogs. And my little tree frog here looks a bit bemused. It gets better, I promise. Yeah, because I'm grasping at straws, but I actually really quite enjoy frogs, particularly tropical frogs. And you can see right here I go off piece because I thought he looked a bit lonely on his own, so I gave him some leaves. Yeah, I quite like frogs, and I quite enjoy, like, if you ever go to a zoo or an aquarium, anything like that, if they have tropical frogs, I always like to go looking for them. And like, I could spend hours looking at the enclosures, trying to find them all where they're hiding. And I quite enjoy the idea of having a pet frog, because that is a thing. So I went with frogs, and notice how this month I did all the handwriting, yes, of course it's handwriting. I did all the days of the week first, so I couldn't write through them. Please don't ask me all the different kind of frogs in this video. They are all tropical. Most of these are poison dart frogs, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. And you can see here is the point where I kind of went, black and white just isn't working for me. They don't look quite right. So out came the colouring pencils for the second time in this year. You know, this is setup number 8. And I think it's only the second time the pencils have come out. But hopefully you agree with me, the frogs look a lot more like frogs now, that they're in colour with the black rather than just black and white. I just didn't think it, I wasn't feeling it, and I had thought about it but went, nah, maybe I'll just do black and white, be fine, until I got in, and then I decided to go back to my friend here, the tree frog, and I think he looks a lot better once he's coloured in as well. The only exciting thing with tree frogs and all of these frogs is they're just a multitude of colours, so trying to get them to look the right colours, but I do think he is better now he's been coloured in. He's quite cute, really. My favourite tree frog I've ever found in the wild, because I have actually seen these in the native, I don't know if this one's particularly from Australia, but I have seen tree frogs in Australia. But I did find one while I was last out there, just chilling in a toilet bowl. It was a clean toilet bowl. I do actually have a photo of it. It amused me enough that I took a photo, because here in the UK, finding anything in the toilet bowl is certainly an animal is pretty rare. And the fact that there is a tree frog just chilling in a toilet bowl just really amused me, and I took a picture, and I've still got it. 6 years on now, that's the last time I managed to get out there, but yeah, I quite enjoyed that picture, and I would definitely go looking for them again, and maybe others. So yeah, skip the first week, so we're on to week number 2. This time I forgot to do the days of the week first. However, I did remember before I did the sideways lines. I actually think I can say this, because it's all done, but I think I actually managed to get through this month without drawing a line in the wrong place, which is a small miracle. I mean, there might be a line in the wrong place in the frogs. Trying to colour these in with the black in the right place and trying to remember which bit was a colour, and I probably could have done the colour first, I don't know. I decided I was going to do the black first on all of them, but yeah, trying to remember, and I did have my iPad off to one side with the pictures for reference on, and even then, because obviously I've drawn it twice and mirrored it, I still struggled, because I could not, with some of these I'm like, is this black? This one wasn't too bad, this was fairly straightforward. Some of the later ones I'm like, is this bit black? Or is this bit black? Which bit colour? Because some of them are not simple, I don't know, or they are simple, but my brain was just looking at them going, What is going on? But this is a nice little yellow poison dart frog. Very cute. If you like frogs, I guess. Maybe you don't think they're cute. I do. But I did him with his yellow, with these little hints of a more orangey yellow. Quite cute. Then remembered I had to do writing on the right. But yeah, more poison dart frogs. I hope you're noticing there's a theme here. Apart from just frogs, most of them are poison darts because they're the most exciting to look at, in my opinion, with all the colours. I think it's the bright colours that I like. And I spent enough time as a child with a garden pond tormenting the frogs and the newts over the years, you know, catching them with a net and putting them in a jar of water and having a look at them before letting them go. I did let them go. I'm not completely cruel. But I just like the way they kind of look like they're stuck on, I just like going to my local zoo and nosying at the frogs, because if they normally go, oh, there's this colour and this colour and this colour, and I refuse to leave. Well, I don't refuse to leave, but I really dislike leaving before I've actually found at least one of each colour, because I know with the zoo here, can't think which colour it is, there's 3 colours, and you can normally find the yellow ones and the brown ones, and you'd think the brown ones would be the worst to find, and yet you can see me struggling here to work out which bit's colour. It's the blue ones they have that you can never find. They just seem to vanish, and I don't know how they do it, but I've definitely spent like a good 20 minutes before staring at this thing, like different angles, moving, trying to find them, and they still elude me. One day. But yeah, final week of this month, for the setup that is, and I decided to have another like tree frog, because he's kind of cute, sat on his little branch, and I think he's kind of cute in black and white, but I definitely think he came a lot more to life even once he had his colour in, because it kind of just adds a bit more depth to him once you because they have those red eyes, like great big luminous red eyes and yellowy orange feet and greens and blues. There's not many creatures that have that many colours in them, and I just enjoy it. But anyway, I am about to be finished. I can't talk and I am rambling, so enjoy, and I will see you next time.